Today we're heading out in the negatives, lure fishing and exploring stunning stretches of Cornish coastlines.
Good morning, it is currently 5:08 AM. I'm meeting Ollie in a minute and then Reese just after that, and then we're heading straight down to the mark, and today should be a cracking day. It is 0.5 degrees it's saying on my car at the minute. It took me ages to defrost it. It is freezing, but we're in for a really nice day, so fingers crossed there'll be some fish involved too.
It's a little bit too cold for my likings, so let's get going.
So here we are, out with Ollie, and -2 degrees is the temperature right now. 5:21, let's get straight to it. There you go, so we got Reese, and now we're heading straight to the mark, and we'll be there in about 30 minutes time. Let's go. We will run through the gear properly later on, but to start off, I've just got a little fish black minnow, and we're going to just be chucking it. We've just got some bommies around, so big high bits of rock, and then some gullies. This spot produces decent wrasse and decent pollock, fingers crossed, so let's get straight out there. So far this morning on this little black minnow, I've had one bite and one fish on, which I lost, and Reese had a bite on a savage sand eel in white. It felt like a pollock, the one I had on, but it felt decent, probably like 2-3 pounds, but you never know what it was. I had it on for about 5 seconds and it must have just smacked the hook. But I'm gonna go change my lure and grab a snack, and because it is absolutely freezing. It's still about 0 degrees out here, so made for a nice sunrise, but yeah, not nice on the hands.
There we go. First fish of the morning. Lovely little pollock glowing in the sunrise there, look. There we go. Just on a little small metal jig. Just flicked out as far as we could. We've had a couple of hits already this morning. So it's obviously these little guys playing around with it. There we go, result. First fish of the day, let's get them straight back.
After some trial and error and casting straight out, I figured out that casting against the tide, so letting the tide take my lure further away from me and then very slowly retrieving it back with twitches, was most effective. This method nearly accounted for 3 fish for me, but I did only end up landing 1 through this method and losing the other 2. Sand eel hanging out his mouth just like that. That's my first fish of the morning. Right, so we've got the pollock in this rock pool here. We do this every time we fish this mark, just to sort of create a tally of what fish we've caught. We're moving marks now, and we don't want to leave these guys in here for the sun to get them, so just going to net them, and we'll see how easily they succumb to the net. There's one. And there is 2. Beautiful. There we go, and we'll get them released. There we go, nicely done. They both shot off, and I kept my feet dry, which is a bonus.
Following a change of mark, we also switched up our methods to try and better target some wrasse. With the tide now slowing down, we use small natural coloured lures and bounce them along the bottom of the seabed. After hooking into a couple of PB boulders, Harry finally got a take.
So there we go. It's a little Ballon wrasse, probably just under £1. This is one of our favourite marks of wrasse, but we've never actually fished it at this time of year in February. So it's quite interesting because all the boulders we can normally see in the summer, and there's no weed on them now at all, but here he is. He just took a 3-inch Kitech, like natural colour, bounced across the bottom on a 3.5 gram jig head. We'll get him unhooked now. There we go. It's the lure. And yeah, what an absolute stunning little wrasse. Get a close up on those fins. We'll put my rod down and we'll get him released. Here we go. Here's the little man. Ready? I'm chucking straight back. Straight back down onto the edge where he's got that nice weed for cover. Beautiful. While the fishing's been slow, we've actually explored some up the cliffs, safely of course, and we have found a lovely little clearing. You've got a lovely flat ground there. We're going to hopefully camp here in summer, surrounded by cliffs, so you're completely out of the wind, completely sheltered. Nice view through that nice gap. And there we are. Definitely set up a tent and have a catch and cook up here in summer. There you go. What a view for a campsite if we set up there. That's definitely something we'll think about doing. It's like it's made for it. You got a lovely little car out there. What a shot.
Take a walk around the coastline and just show you what sort of cool stuff you can find while you're out and about doing this sort of thing.
So we're at one of our favourite marks, and it is a very, very low tide. I think it's about 0.3 potentially on the tide book. I'm not 100% sure on that. And we've got high pressure today, about 1,030 bars, which means it's going to be about 1.5 meters below forecast, which is brilliant because you can find awesome things like this. I mean, you've got the wall here and this sort of cave them in. All that is all sponge, all that yellow stuff there. You've also got the orange stuff a bit further down, all sort of sponge, different types. We've got this guy, just gently remove him from the rock he's on. Starfish, having a bit of a meal there. That is brilliant. That is what a cool little find. That's a really little one. They can grow a lot bigger than that. They grow up to about that. Pop him back where we found him. Just there. But yeah, you've got all sorts. You've got all the kelp exposed. Not that there is much because it is winter at the minute. But yeah, just going to show what you can find. We'll go and see what else we can find. Right, so this is actually a really special find for us. We've never found one when we've been out foraging before, but we normally forage at a different mark. But there you can actually see is a sea slug. I won't disturb him, but I've never actually seen one of them on the rocks. Really, really cool. Literally just looks like a normal slug, but obviously in the sea. And yeah, he's just chilling, so we'll leave him alone. But yeah, really cool find.
Look at that.
For the UK in February, you cannot beat that. Wow. You can see here, you've got limpets, and they all use each other for cover, so they're all set in one sort of group, and that protects them from extreme elements like weather and waves. Here we go, so we just had a scratch about in all these rocks there, just behind us, and all those like the rock pools like that, and we found some pretty cool stuff. So we'll get back to hopefully fishing. We're going to get some food first. So there we go, that was us lure fishing down at one of our favourite marks. It's quite annoying that there's not much weed. I think that definitely contributed to a lot less fish because obviously wrasse like hiding in cover, and there wasn't much of that around today, which is unfortunate, but what can you expect for February? Got another sort of month and a half until hopefully it should really get a lot better, and hopefully we should be able to start bringing you some bass content after that. You can see the tide behind me ripping. This is one of our favourite bass marks for that reason, and it's really good fun in summer. They absolutely smash the top waters. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and click this video that YouTube thinks you'll like, and as always, we will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.